Okay, so hey, what's guys? This is your friend Captain Diaz. You are already watching Curious and Diaz, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the latest and the greatest duel from the Apple, and you can say the very first duel from the Apple Snake performance. And this was a kind of a really wild, or you can say a lot of things that are over this peak performance, and you can say the peak performance, and it was a really nice event. So without any further ado, let's get started with this video. Starting from the Apple TV Plus, and the starting of the video of the Apple event was also the Apple TV Plus. They announced a lot of new movies for the Apple Originals, and they have nominated a lot of creators who were in the Apple TV Plus, and it is really nicely. And I have learned this bunch of images of the which movies are going to be coming by this Apple event, or you can say this Apple Originals. And personally speaking, I like the cartoon type of movies, and they have added some of them, which is a really nice thing. So, what are your thoughts regarding the Apple TV Plus or your subscription? If you are having a subscription of the Apple TV Plus, let me know in the comment section. They have came up with the iPhone 13 and 13 Pros in new color, and this was the very first time I can say the iPhone 13 Pros in new color were announced, and it was the Alpine Green. And for the iPhone 13, they have came up with the gray. I like the Alpine green color because it is kind of a fadedly light color, and the green color is kind of a dark color. I don't like that type of colors a lot, but Alpine green was a really nice thing. And yeah, it has been announced and coming from this Friday, which is a really nice thing. They have came up with the iPhone SE 5G, the one of the biggest highlight, but kind of a disappointment towards a lot of things. So we're gonna get to that in a moment. But let's start off with the thing. Basically, everything is similar. Only the upgrade over here is regarding the processor itself, and nothing else has been upgraded. And they hadn't even mentioned it got the support for the MagSafe, or you can say the key charging. Not a lot of details regarding the battery and that stuff, but afterwards it has been listed on the website of the Apple itself. So by that info, I'm telling you, it got the 15 hours of playback. For the video playback, it is having the 50 hours. Up to, if you are streaming and doing a video playback, then you get all around 10 hours of stream back. And if you are having the audio playback, or you can say having some songs and going with the audio, then you get is the 50 hours of playback, which is a really nice thing. Also on the top of it, it got the support for the 20-watt power adapter, which was kind of a say it was supported on the older iPhone SE. Anyways, and as per the laws of the nature and that all stuff, there won't be a charger inside the box, which is kind of a disappointment. However, this phone won't be having the millimeter wave support also. So yeah, if you are thinking this phone gonna be the cheapest millimeter wave supported smartphone, no, it won't be having that thing. Anyways, the 5G bands are a lot as per the Apple claims they have given, and the pricing has been increased a lot, I can say. And there were some rumors it's gonna be cheaper than the iPhone SE, the second generation, but it has been become a costlier. I'll get to that in a separate part of this video, so stay tuned for that also. They have came out with the iPad Air. The iPad Air has been upgraded to a lot of big leaps, and there were some disappointment rumors for the iPad Air, but now it has been a really good, and it has been upgraded in a lot of big aspects. Starting from the processor itself, the processor has been completely upgraded with the M1 processor, which is really fast, and as per the iPad goes, it is a smoother, and you can't do a lot of things over the iPad, but it can do a lot of things talking about the processor. So next upgrade was regarding the camera. The front side camera has been replaced with the 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor, f2.4 sensor it is, and same video recording 1080p 3060 fps is there. Also, it got updated with the center stage, which is the Apple's own technology. Whenever you move, the camera will detect and move it with you, which is a really nice thing. Also on the top of it, the RAM has been upgraded. You got a 64GB to 56GB RAM. However, if they have added 128GB and replaced the 64GB, which was a really nice thing. But anyways, I will do the shift like that. And it got 8GB RAM, which is a really nice thing. If you have to talk about the battery, 28.6 watt hours of battery is there. The proper lithium-ion battery rating hasn't came up, so I don't know. Anyways, there were some rumors regarding it gonna be having a wireless charging MagSafe support, but it is not over here. It is kind of a disappointment sided, but anyways, we're gonna be seeing over the next generation iPad. Let's expect that. And also on the top of it, Face ID is not there over here. Touch ID has the same iPad as the older 2021 version was having. So yeah, there were some good things and there were some bad things. However, the pricing remains the same. We're gonna get to that in a moment. So yeah, stay to the end of this video. Let's talk about the main highlight as for me of this event, the M1 Ultra. There were many rumors it gonna be replaced with the M2 series, but no. The one of the last guy, as per they told it, one of the last guy after the M1 Max, M1 Pro, M1 and the M1 Ultra is all. This is the full chipset in the M1 series and there is a lot of things. Especially talking about it got the 128 GB of unified memory and a different type of architecture, which means a fusionized architecture. We are going to get to that in a bit. 800 GB of memory bandwidth, which is a really nice thing. 5 nanometer of processing, which is a really nice thing for the thermal center or stuff. Also, we got a 2.5 terabyte of memory speed and memory bandwidth, which is a really nice thing. 20 cores of GPU, 64 cores of 20 cores of CPU, sorry, and 64 cores of GPU, which is a really nice thing. 32 cores of neural engine, which is again a really nice thing. The M1 Max and M1 Pro were already in the kind of a high stage, and M1 Ultra is carrying towards the next generation. However, they also on the top of it added a lot of things. Thunderbolt 4 supported, which is a really nice thing. ProRes video recording, and you can do a lot of streams for the ProRes. And yeah, the M1 Ultra is capable of a lot of things over that things. So if you are a hardcore editor and needs the kind of a hardcore PC for the editing and a lot of purposes, then M1 Ultra you should take a look at it. And as per the Apple Cloud, it got the 8-inch screen supported for the ProRes video, which is a really nice thing. And yeah, it got this, and it has been implemented on the Mac Studio, which is kind of a upgraded version of the Mac Mini, but in a slightly compact and slightly taller. They start with the M1 Studio, the kind of Mac Mini, but with a different aspect. This guy is having a support for the two types of processor, M1 Max and the M1 Ultra. However, it depends upon your usage and the raw purpose. M1 Max, it is already known to you. So M1 Ultra, it got the support for the 64 GB unified memory, and you can expand it up to 128 GB as per your needs. And it might be a costlier option for you, but it might be up to you what type of variant you need it. So that was the web. Let's talk about the ports and the connectivities. This guy is having a lot of ports on the rear side, you can say the back side of the Mac Studio. And you got the four Thunderbolt ports, which is a really nice thing. It's up to your usage also. Two USB-A ports, which is a really nice thing again. A full-size HDMI port, a full-size 10 gigabit Ethernet, and power button with a headphone jack, which is really nice. And there is also a power port supported port, over which is a 3-pin connector, as you can see on the rear side, or you can say the back side of the phone. Also on the top of it, you got is a really nice thing for the front side. Two type C port, full size HD card reader is also there. Also on the top of it, on the rear side, if I told you, two USBs are there. One is 3.1 and one is USB 4. It's up to you what type of connectivity you needed, but mostly people gonna be using the Thunderbolt. Anyways, it got the support for the 4K 60 FPS outstream from the HDMI port, and it can connect up to 3 or you can say the 4 monitors for the Mac Studios, which is really nice thing. Basically, most people gonna be using it too, but it's up to your usage. And also on the top of it, with the 4, you can also plug in a complete 4K TV as per they told it. It got the support for the ProRes video editing, which means it got the 8-inch screen supported with the 8K video recording, and it's gonna be around 4 to 2 videos as per the Apple told it, and which is really nice thing. Also on the top of it, it has been already M1 series has already been beaten with a lot of different type of Intel processor, but it got the support. It can be around Mac Pro, yeah. The Mac Pro, it is around and it is beating the Mac Pro. Also, I have the screenshots on your screen, which might be a good information up to you. And yeah, the Mac Pro is also going to be coming. We're gonna get in a bit about that, as they told it. Done a tremendous job presenting itself. And as I told you that two type of technology design in this title. So basically, it's the M1 Pro and the M1 Max, and it got support in between, and they have combined in between. and for that it has become a larger, or you can say a big type of processor, which can do a lot of things on it and do a lot of different type of stuff as per your needed. This is a really nice compact form factor of the Mac Studio. You can definitely check it out. Now let's talk about the studio display. The highlight of this complete event, Mac Studio and the Mac Studio display, is a really nice thing. The studio display, it is a really tremendous job. However, it got the A13 in it, basically for the camera and the audio purposes, and four surround sound for the amplifier and that all stuff on the bottom side of the studio. On the front side, you got a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor as well as some drones and that all stuff. Anyways, it looks really nice, and it is a slim form factor as per the Apple, but it is a thick boy. Anyways, it got a different type of design support also. It's up to you. You can tilt that basic design they showed it first. You can tilt it up 30-degree, and then you got the second option, which is having a up down options, and the third option was a really nice thing. You can mount it as per your needs and do a lot of stuff, and put it vertically, horizontally as per your needs. So design perspective, this is a really nice thing. The A13 chipset, as I told you, the A13 chipset looks after the camera processing, audio processing, and that all stuff. On the rear side, it got the Thunderbolt supported ports, and it's for the connectivity and that all stuff. And yeah, you can do a lot of things. It comes in the simple color, which is that silver, and also there are added colors for that keyboard and that trackpad and the mouse, which is a really nice thing. I like the black color as for me. What I out, let me know. Anyways, now let's talk about the main highlight of this thing. 1 billion color it can produce out, 5K of what you can say, 5K display it is, 600 nits of brightness. As for me, that's a lot of big things. And also it got center shade support, as I told you, and it looks really nice also. So the kind of a really nice thing, as for me, it is around the 6 surround sound studios integrated with the Mac OS and that stuff, which is a different thing. However, the display is of 27 inches, and mostly it is capable of a lot of things, and 27 inches is kind of a low for some users, but it might be good for a lot of users. So that was a Mac Studio. It is a really nice thing, but it is not like a iMac. You have to put something on the connectivity, such as a Mac Studio, or you can say Mac Mini, or if you have that, what I say, MacBook Pro, MacBook, or any type of MacBook, you just have to connect it from the port towards the Mac Studio display anyways. So yeah, that was the studio display. A lot of good things are there. So that was the studio display. Talk about the pricing. Let's start out with the iPhone SE. The iPhone SE was announced as a $429, $479 for the 128GB, and that is also 256GB, which is $579. If we convert the 64GB version, which is also available over here, to the INR, then it is around 33,000. But in the INR, the pricing is something different, completely different. The starting pricing of the INR rupees, it's around 43,000, which is kind of a costly, and it goes up to the 50,000 plus for the 256GB. And yeah, the pricing are on your screen. Let me know what I. Let's talk about the pricing of the iPad Air 2022, or you can say iPad Air 2022 with M1, iPad Air 20, iPad Air M1, iPad Air 5th generation. Yeah, 5th generation. Yeah, a lot of names for the iPad series. Anyways, let's talk. The base variant, the 64GB and 256GB variants are there. We have to talk about the 64GB. It's gonna be priced at $599, which is a really nice thing. And if you have to talk about the 256GB, it's $749. If you have to talk about the Wi-Fi plus cellular model, which is a really as per your convenience, it's gonna be up to you. Then it's gonna be around $749. The pricing for the Mac Studio. The Mac Studio is a compact and a cool form factor. It is a really nice thing. It's got the two different types of options, M1 Max and the M1 Ultra. So if you have to talk about the M1 Max, it is priced at 189900 INR rupees. It is a kind of costlier, I can say it around 1,89,900 INR rupees. And if you have to talk about the M1 Ultra, it is even costlier, 3,89,900 INR rupees. And if you move to the Let's talk about the kind of a studio display. The Mac Studio display. It is a really nice thing has coming, but the pricing is kind of not designed really perfectly. So let's take a look at the pricing. The standard glass and the nano texture glass options are there. So standard glass starts at 1599. The nano texture glass starts at 1899. So yeah, kind of a disappointment over that thing. If you took what you say, the nano texture glass and go with the tilt adjustable stand, that's the image. It's gonna be 1899. That was the Apple event which held on this Tuesday, March 11:30 of the INR and at 10:30 of the PST timing. And yeah, it's up to you what I all thought. If I missed out anything, let me know in the comment section down below. And for the M1 Ultra, and there weren't a lot of information regarding a lot of things, also including the battery and perspective. So I don't have any information regarding that all stuff. But if anything goes around us, then we're gonna be updating you over the WTU or the weekly tech update. And what are your thoughts? Again, let me know in the comment section. What are the pricing options which you like? Let me know in the comment section down below. By the way, this was Captain Dia. If you are already watching, if you hadn't liked up this video, then make sure to do the like, share among your Apple geeks, or you can say the Apple users if you are having some. You can share around with your each and every Android users and tell them we got some new stuff over the Apple. Anyways, and a lot of different type of this types of goodies are coming over this channel, so make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon to the all option. This was Captain Diaz. You are already watching Chaos and Diaz. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe, stay connected. Peace out.